And further it says, continuity, وَخْفِضْ لَهُمَا جَنَاحَ الذُّلِّ مِنَ الرَّحْمَةِ وَقُلْ رَبِّ ارْحَمْهُمَا كَمَا رَبِّيَانِ صَغِيرًا. And from the mercy, lower the wings in humility, humbleness for both of them. And say, O my Lord, be merciful on both of them, as they both cherished me when I was little. Now what happened? You see, when a person becomes young and powerful in his youth, young age, Allah gave him, give him status in life. So successful in life, he's successful, but his father was suppose a driver, or suppose his father was a sweeper. But the son, Allah gave him so much wealth. Now you are feeling shy, that is my father. So that is the humility. He says, from the mercy of lower the wings in humility, humbleness for both of them. And say, O my Lord, be merciful on both of them, as they both cherished me when I was little. In any aspect, if Allah has given you more what your father or mother had, if you have exalted in comparison to your parents, still you have to lower your humility. You should be lower your humility and humbleness towards them. Because you are born of them. You are born of them. So you have to be in humility and humbleness all the time to your old parents. And pray to Allah, O my Lord, be merciful on them. Both of them. Husband and wife both. And both as they both cherished me when I was little. When I was nothing. Little means nothing, born from the first day, for the first hour. What was your position at that time? You have to, you say, as they cherished me when I was little. You have to do the same. And you ask Allah for mercy on them. So these ayahs means and explains how to have relationship with father and mother the child has to have. Whether they slaughter you or they kill you, but your behavior is like this. And Surah Al-Ahqaf 46:17, وَالَّذِي قَالَ لِوَالِدَيْهِ أُفٍّ لَكُمَا أَتَعِدَانِنِي أَنْ أُخْرَجَ وَقَدْ خَلَتِ الْقُرُونَ مِنْ قَبْلِي وَهُمَا يَسْتَغِيثَانِ اللَّهَ وَيْلَكَ آمِنْ إِنَّ وَعْدَ اللَّهِ حَقٌّ فَيَقُولُوا مَا هَذَا إِلَّا أَسَاطِيرُ الْأَوَّلِينَ. And he who said to his parents, Uff, word of contempt, dishonor for you, do you promise me that I will expel, and definitely ages have passed before me? And both of them seek aid from Allah. Woe to you, have belief to his son. Surely promise of Allah is true. Then he says, this is nothing except lines of the earlier people. Now there are sons and children who really hurt their parents. And this is about them. And the one who said to his parents, word of contempt means they dishonor their parents. Those who are dishonoring or doing oof to their parents, having no respect for the parents, for you. And why he says he's not having, he said, do you promise, he's telling his parents, do you promise me that I will be expelled? And definitely ages have passed before me. I'm a young man, ages have passed before me, and I'm young and strong. Do you think I'm being expelled by not following or by not obeying you? If I'm saying oof and I'm not respecting you, do you think I'll be expelled? This is the quotation of the son or the children when they are grown up. Do you promise me that I will be expelled? And definitely ages have passed before me. And the parents said, and both of the parents said, they seek aid from Allah. In spite of the fact the children are saying oof, disrespecting their parents, they said, and both of them said, seek aid from Allah, woe to you, have belief. This is a quotation of the parents to the children, saying that woe to you, have belief. Do not say these things. Do not say oof, have belief. Surely the promise of Allah is true. Then this is nothing except lies of the earlier people. What the son and the children replied, in spite of the fact the parents said, and both of them seek aid from Allah, woe to you, believe, have belief. Surely the promise of Allah is true. This is the parents' quotation to the children. But the children said, then he says, this is nothing. These are lines or stories of the earlier people. Nothing is going to happen to me. Do you promise me that I will be expelled? Oh, look, I am young and tough. Life has passed on me and definitely ages have passed before me. Nothing has happened to me. So this, you must understand, this is going on. People or the children who do not respect or do not honor their parents, still the parents is telling them, have belief. Do not say all this if they are believers, because this is referring to the believers. Have belief, woe to you, have belief, and seek for aid from Allah. They seek aid from Allah. And the same again, surely the promise of Allah is true. The parents are saying it, but the children say, this is nothing except the lines. These are just lines or stories of the earlier people. This is the behavior of the people or the children who do not respect their parents, who are full of dishonor to their parents. Surah Al-Ankaboot 29 verse 8. وَوَصَّيْنَا الْإِنسَانَ بِوَالِدَيْهِ حُسْنًا وَإِنْ جَاهَدَكَ لِتُشْرِكَ بِي مَا لَيْسَ لَكَ بِهِ عِلْمٍ فَلَا تُطِعْهُمَا إِلَيَّ مَرْجِعُكُمْ فَأُنَبِّئُكُمْ بِمَا كُنْتُمْ تَعْمَلُونَ. And we testify man to do good with his parents, and if they strive that you associate with me, then you do not have knowledge with it, so do not obey them. You have to return towards me, then I will inform you with what you do. Now this is the behavior Allah saying to the believer children, if they have got belief, if they have got understanding of the Quranic ayat and they believe. Now in that aspect, if the parents say something which people have no knowledge, then you can disobey them. We testify man to do good with his parents. That is the normal behavior. We should be good to his parents. And if they strive that you associate with me, if the parents strive that you should associate with Allah, that you do not have knowledge, if the parents are forcing you to strive, they're striving that you should be a mushrik, that means you should believe in the philosophy of the mushrik and Allah. Or you can also believe Allah also, and at the same people's ideologies. Then you do not have no knowledge with it, so do not obey them. In this condition, Allah said, do not obey your parents. You have to return towards me, I will inform you with what you do. In only one condition is allowed, that the children comes to know, grown-up children, I'm talking not child children, any grown-up adult children who come to know that our parents are asking us, forcing us to believe Allah and the associates. In that aspect, you cannot obey them. But before you just jump on to the conclusion, there is an ayat I will read further, that first you have to deliver the message. If you are getting the message, suppose that some children are coming here, but their parents are not coming. So you are getting the message, that means I will not obey my father. No, you have to deliver the message first. And it will take some time. And finally, like Ibrahim al-Islam, there is an example by the Ibrahim al-Islam, finally Ibrahim al-Islam's father said, I will stone you or I will put into the fire. That teaches the point. Then only you can dissociate. Otherwise, you just not, in one day you listen to the ayat, tomorrow you start disobeying your father. It's not like that. In Surah Luqman 31:15 ayah. وَإِنْ جَاهَدَكَ عَلَىٰ أَن تُشْرِكَ بِي مَا لَيْسَ لَكَ بِهِ عِلْمٍ فَلَا تُطِعْهُمَا وَصَاحِبْهُمَا فِي الدُّنْيَا مَعْرُوفًا وَاتَّبِعْ سَبِيلَ مَنْ أَنَابَ إِلَيَّ ثُمَّ إِلَيَّ مَرْجِعُكُمْ فَأُنَبِّئُكُم بِمَا كُنتُمْ تَعْمَلُونَ. And if they, the parents, strive with you so that you associate with me, of that you have no knowledge with it, so you do not obey them and accompany them with what is acknowledged, recognized in the world. So follow the way of the one who is a deputy towards me, then you will return towards me, so I will inform, prophesy you with what you are doing. Now again the same ayah, similar ayah, but here is further telling you something, that if your parents strive with you so that you associate with Allah somebody else. If you are doing that, you are associating with Allah somebody else. If your parents are asking you to associate Allah with somebody else, and you have no knowledge about that thing, so do not obey them. But however, you accompany with them with what is acknowledged. Means you don't have to just leave them or leave them alone. No, you have to accompany them, live with them in the best possible manner. In spite of the fact you came to know that they are forcing you to, they are striving you to associate someone with Allah. But you do not obey them, but live them, accompany them, which is recognized in the world. You can't just leave them alone. You have to accompany them nicely and follow the way of the one who is the deputy towards me. Now whom you have to listen? To the one who is calling towards Allah, towards the eyes of Allah. But live with them in a nice manner, accompany them, do not obey them, obey the one who is a deputy towards Allah. These are in the Quranic ayahs, all the messengers are deputy and up. So you have to follow that. Then I will inform you, prophesy you in what you are doing. So in this ayah we have come to know that if the parents are struggling, that you start associating Allah with somebody else, do not obey them, but accompany them, live with them in a nice manner, which is acknowledged, recognized, but obey the one who invites you towards Allah. You have to follow him. Surah Luqman 31:33. Ya ayyuhan nasu taqu rabbakum wakhshaw yawman la yajzi walidun an waladihi wala mawludun huwa jazin an walidihi shay'a inna wa'dallahi haqq fala taghurrannakum al-hayatud dunya wala yaghurrannakum billahi al-ghurura. O mankind, take guard from your Lord and fear the day when no father can reward about his son and no son can reward about anything to his father. Surely the promise of Allah is true, and let not the worldly life delude you, and let not him, the chief deceiver, delude you about Allah deluding. Now in this ayah, you see Allah said the father cannot give reward to the son in the matters of religion and Islam and Quran. Neither the son can give reward to the father. It is both ways. You cannot blame your father, and neither the father can blame the son. Every individual is single. Blaming or reward, both, in Arabic, jaza means reward, but it is also referred to saza. But the question is, if suppose the father is not right, nowadays in the worldly life, people always blame the father or the father blames the son. It is a normal practice. Because of my father was such, I am like that. Or the son blames the father, or the son or the father blames the son. My life is in trouble because of my son. You see, Allah says very clearly, you are an individual and you are responsible for your actions. So, O mankind, take guard from your Lord and fear the day when no father can reward about his son and no son can reward about his father. Surely promise of Allah is true, and let not the worldly life delude you, and let not him, the chief deceiver, delude you about Allah's deluding. So in this ayah, this is very clear that a man should know, a father should know that I cannot do any benefit to my son, wrong or right. I can educate. You understand? Education is something different. But you cannot benefit him or give him reward in the nearness of Allah. Similarly, the son cannot give reward to the father. Educate, he can educate, like Ibrahim educated his father. But the benefit lies in the nearness of Allah. So no father can benefit the son cannot benefit the father. And the example I will read in the further. You see, you can always share the message of Allah to each other. But the true sense, what happens is the result in the hands of Allah. You cannot blame to each other. Okay, because of you I have become like this, or because of you I have spoiled my life, or because you I have done this. It is you yourself. And in the Christianity, if you note, they say Adam committed a sin on in the Bible when he was in the garden, because he was provided with the Eve. So Eve, according to the Bible, I'm reading the Bible. So the Eve, because of the Eve, they ate the fruit. Because Eve was interested in eating the fruit, so she made sure that Adam also eat it. So they both ate the fruit. So Allah questions Adam, why did you eat the fruit when I asked you not to eat it in the Bible? So he points the finger to his wife. This Eve, she made me to do so, passing the buck to the wife. So meaning all the time, everything women are doing wrong. We are pious people, men. Women are doing wrong. This is biblical concept. So when they both ate the food, they were thrown out from the garden. And the punishment was given to them that you men, I'm talking about Bible now, that you men will work hard and labor you will earn food, nourishment. You will earn. And mother will bear babies. This is a punishment of God to both men and women. And then this original sin that they committed, it is inherited among us. So now all we are doing is wrong because they did it wrong. If they would have not done wrong, we would have not, they were not thrown out from there. So they say the original sin is inherited. Inherit, you understand? Inherit means my father was wrong, so I am wrong because my father was wrong. In the Quran, it is not like such. You see, the goodness of any man can be transferred genetically to the son. The badness will never transfer. But in the Bible, it is because they committed wrong, so we are committing wrong. So this original sin is the concept of the Bible. So they say, well, look at his father, he was like this, that's why sons are like that. It is wrong. Ibrahim's father was a Moshe, Ibrahim was a messenger of God. Nuh alayhi salam was a messenger, but his son was not. So why not this nur or the light went into that? So only remember, the goodness is transferred, not the badness. Similarly, what you leave for your children is the profit, not the loss. You understand? Physical profit. If I am dying, if I've got some profit, with me, it will be left over. But if I've lost everything, it cannot be left over for my children, right? Similarly, the good things that I have done is with Allah. So it can be transferred in my genes to my children. But the bad things that I did will never be transferred. This is the law of nature. So, but in the Bible, it's all the other way around. Because Adam did commit sin, then that is a compulsion that we will all commit sin. We are committing sin not because of Adam, we are committing sin because of the Satan. He is misguiding us. And we all come across with this Satan first, then we come to Quran. I told you in the beginning, it is the Satan who is misguiding all the time. So this is why I want to clear that the father will not bear the iniquity of the son, neither the son will bear the iniquity of the father. And Surah Luqman 31 and Ayah 34, إِنَّ اللَّهَ عِنْدَهُ عِلْمُ السَّاعَةِ وَيُنَزِّلُ الْغَيْثَ وَيَعْلَمُ مَا فِي الْأَرْحَامِ وَمَا تَدْرِي نَفْسٌ مَاذَا تَكْسِبُ غَدًا وَمَا تَدْرِي نَفْسٌ بِأَيِّ أَرْضٍ تَمُوتُ إِنَّ اللَّهَ عَلِيمٌ خَبِيرٌ. Surely Allah is the knowledge of the hour near Him. He sends down rain and He knows what is in the wombs. And no soul self-psyche can perceive what she will earn tomorrow. And no soul self-psyche can perceive in which land she will die. Surely Allah is knowing, aware. Now in this ayah there is very important point I would like to emphasize, and that is that people have misunderstood certain portion of this ayah because of the translation. The first part says, Allah says, surely Allah has the knowledge of the hour. Do we have the knowledge of the hour? We don't have the knowledge of the hour. He sends down rain and He knows what is in the wombs. He knows what is in the wombs. And you can see a small full stop there. In Arabic, toy, you know, toy. What is in the wombs? He stops. Allah, when He speaks, and then He says, He knows what is in the wombs. Is a full stop there? Or can you see the full stop in Arabic? So, what is in the wombs? A male child or a female child? Okay? Or a both sexes. So by scanning you can come to know. By scanning nowadays you can come to it's a male child or female, you can come to know. By ultrasound. So but Allah did not say you cannot know. He says Allah knows what is in the wombs. So He didn't say you cannot know. He didn't say that. And if He makes a full stop there, that means you can know. But the further what He says is, after full stop, He said, and no soul, self-psyche, can perceive what she will earn tomorrow. That you can know? Can anybody know what he will earn tomorrow? No. And no soul, self-psyche, can perceive in which land he will die. At that, when in the womb. Allah knows when the child is in the wombs, He knows that what she will earn tomorrow, that you can never know. Then you can never know where he's going to die at that time. So Allah is telling in this context, people are saying, look, Allah, nowadays we also, the Quran, Allah says you don't know, Allah knows. Where does Allah say you cannot know? Allah, again I read, He sends, and He knows what is in the wombs, full stop. That means you can also know the child's sex. He is not describing the child's sex, but if you want to know the child's sex, you can know. But what He says you can never know is that no soul psyche can perceive what she will earn tomorrow. That you cannot know, can never know. And no soul psyche can perceive in which land she will die at that time, when she is pregnant, when she is in the womb, when the child is in the womb. You can never know that. So people nowadays, still today, people do not have this, belief that if we come to know the child, it is wrong, haram. Believe me. Because Allah says you cannot know. You can know. He doesn't say you cannot know. He says Allah knows what is in the womb. You can also know what is in the womb. So what? But what you cannot know, still you cannot know, and in the future you will not come to know that what is in the womb, where he is going to die tomorrow, and what he is going to earn tomorrow, you cannot know that. So this is a very distinct, clear ayat, because people are writing in a manner that nobody knows what is in the womb. Now the scientist has come to know, so ayat is wrong. Ayat is not wrong. Ayat is correct in what Allah says.